Hi everyone, this is Random Power going live. The webinar will begin within 2 minutes. And please keep your connection while working. Hi everyone, this is Random Power going live. Today's webinar we are gonna talk about the topic strive to realize a new low carbon and environmentally friendly future. We are gonna talk about the integrated photovoltaic storage and charging solution and the questions that how did it accelerate the transformation process. As a leader in the battery energy storage industry, Random Power is committed to promoting global energy transformation and upgrading. Random Power will make every effort to accelerate the process of energy transformation, continue to deliver clean energy to all parts of the world, and strive to realize a new low-carbon and environmentally friendly future. Before we start, I want to know how many of the subscribers are EV owners. I think this proportion will grow as this webinar exists on our YouTube channel longer. Because as far as I know, the latest survey shows that 30% of the car buyers and nearly 50% of millennials said that they would consider buying EVs instead of traditional one for their next car. And also, according to the McKinsey estimates, by 2030, EVs are expected to account for about 20% of new car sales. Even in the aggressive scenario, the growth rate could be even faster. And yes, compared with 3 years ago, we now have a clearer and more intuitive understanding of the EVs, electric vehicles. Nowadays, the development of the new energy vehicles has become the consensus of major countries in the world. The Global Electric Vehicle Outlook 2022 report, released by the International Energy Agency (IEA), notes that even in 2021, when supply chains are constrained, global EV sales are still record-breaking, doubling year-on-year to 6.6 million units, and maintaining strong growth momentum in the first quarter of 2022, selling 2 million units, an increase of 75% over the same period in 2021. So as to, under the global macro index, the vehicle targets that governments announce upon zero emission are more ambitious than ever before. We should say they have demonstrated a strong commitment to new zero-emission vehicle. According to the results of the report given by the IEA, the United States has listed specific figures for the sales of new energy vehicles to account for 15% by 2022 in terms of California. And the EU also plans to have 35% of the cars sold in 2030. And China stands as the second large economic utility to have 25% of the sales type to be new energy vehicles by 2025. The realization of the net zero goal and energy transformation cannot only focus on the one landing point. The rapid growth of the new energy vehicles is accompanied by the construction of supporting facilities in the later stage. A very simple logical chain. Have you guys ever heard of the concept of range anxiety? The word range anxiety has been frequently heard among EV users in the past few years, and it is also a major factor affecting whether consumers buy EVs. There are two key points to range anxiety. The first one is that the EV's own driving range is insufficient. Agreed it? And the second one is that there are not enough charging piles during driving. And it goes to the next question. With the advancement of battery technology and power systems, the driving range of EVs has gradually increased to the level acceptable to most consumers. But the charging piles penetration is far from meeting the needs. Coupled with the rapid increase in the number of EVs, the popularity of charging piles has become the focus of the development of various enterprises, and is also a necessary way to promote the development of the EVs. As a result, a new concept product was born on the market. It's going to the answer. Multifunctional integrated charging pile for solar storage and charging. And it is what we said at the beginning of this live stream. The IPSCS, Photovoltaic Storage and Charging Integration in short, is a comprehensive and coordinated green charging mode that integrates photovoltaic power generation, energy storage, and vehicle charging. From the perspective of greenness and cleanliness, Its emergence is based on the integration of light, storage, and charging, which can reduce the use of traditional energy, reduce pollutant gas emissions, improve the energy utilization, and achieve long-term sustainable economic benefits. In addition, it has 3 features. First one, it can realize photovoltaic power generation for self-use. And second one, it can store the surplus electricity. And last one, it can be combined with energy storage to arbitrage peak and valley electricity price differences. Imagine that the large-scale parking lots we have seen in many parts, or say shopping malls or factories or communities. If these parking lots are used to build a large number of photovoltaic carports, the green electricity generated can offset a considerable part of carbon emissions. And if it has energy storage and a charging function, then it can realize the goal that store the unused electricity generated during the day and then charge the car at night or provide electricity to other loads through the grid connection. We could say it is such a pretty self-consistent solution. And not only that, but it could also help you reduce your energy bills to the large extent. Because it is also the simple logic chain. Because the energy storage system can charge when the electricity demand is low and discharge when the electricity demand becomes high so as to realize the peak shift of the electricity load, thereby reducing the power order amount and reducing the electricity cost. And because of the energy storage function, the system can also receive photovoltaic power generation. And some supporting parts can also be used as an emergency power sources and backup power sources. Avoid the temporary power outages during peak hours. It's like a power bank. So, what can the extensive deployment of energy storage systems bring to the urban transformation? Generally speaking, the ESS, shortened from energy storage systems, are particularly easy to understand. It is a device that uses a lithium battery as an energy storage carrier to store your energy, electrical energy, and supply electrical energy within a certain period of time. It has the features of high energy density, high conversion efficiency, and fast response. Therefore, in the construction of urban fast charging infrastructure, the energy storage system can play a powerful role in boosting, reduce initial investment, enhance power supply reliability, help energy conservation and emission reduction, etc. The energy storage system can effectively support the demand of the power during the charging peak period of new energy vehicles. And achieve the peak power smoothing, thereby delaying the related investment in power capacity expansion and transformation. When planning a power system, designing an energy storage system with appropriate power and capacity can it optimize system and equipment capacity and reduce the construction investment. So we are gonna switch to next slide. The energy storage system transfers the low carbon emission electric energy in the off-peak period to the peak period, thereby reducing the consumption of high emission energy, which is conducive to energy conservation and emission reduction. When a power grid occasionally fails, the ESS can serve as a backup power supply to provide you continuous power to users, helping to reduce the adverse impact of sudden power outages on the operation of charging infrastructure. In addition, the installation and application of the energy storage system can filter out disturbance from the power grid and can be used as a power quality control device to improve the power supply quality of important loads. So after we talking about the big lots, say parks or any other commercial areas, what about the home users? Is there a demand for home storage and charging devices? The answer is definitely yes. Analysts at JD Power expect EVs to account for 12% of the US market next year, up from 17%. Up from 7% now. Whatever the number is, the fact is that there will be more EVs on American streets next year. That means all the facilities, the ancillary services needed to keep them running will need to be fed up. In 2023, governments, utilities, and private companies will invest more in charging infrastructure, energy storage, and energy transformation in order to successfully complete the transition to EVs. But it is not enough to build more vehicles charging points, regardless of the fact that the uneven distribution of the public charging piles has existed for a long time. It is hard to find out that one could be found out in some places on the way right back from the other remote sites or any other ways. Plus, using public charging station is much more expensive than charging at home. Thus, the market predicts that there will be some technology to help manage the maintenance. and upgrade of charging piles. And similarly, as a provider of new energy solutions, Random Power Technology has always paid close attention to the construction of green cities and has always been committed to make green power within reach. We are currently developing 2 products in the IPSCS field, and everyone can browse it on our official website. You're seeing on the screen the website, randompower.com. And the smart solution is including 2 main products we self-developed. They correspond to commercial scenarios and household scenarios respectively. The commercial one is called Extend, and now on the screen we are showing the home usage. It's called Smart Pile. And you can have a look at its general parameters and highlights we have sum up. It is IP55 protection level and has a built-in controlling thermal management of smart operating temperatures management. Hence, it could adapt to harsh environments and have a wide range of its operation or no matter storage or discharge temperature. It has integrated the batteries, inverter, EV charging cables, and system controller in a compact structure. And basic parameters write on about the chemistry, cell types, or the battery lifespan, and warranties is always been our honored. So we can have a brief look on the next one. It stands for commercial and industrial use. It is also IP55, but different from the smart pile. It has a bigger, larger usable energy next to 162 kilowatts, and it is 97% DOD discharge, depth of discharge, and the voltage range is also wider and higher than the home one. The charging guns is available for United States, Europe, and Japanese market. We welcome your inquiries on these 2 products, and no matter the HESS or microgrid solutions, we are happy to hear from you. And as a solution provider, we promise to contracted distributors and installers to give maximum training support and technical manpower support, such as the on-site engineers. At the same time, we also guarantee that each product of Ranan has a 10-year warranty. 10-year warranty period, and our team will serve every customer wholeheartedly. Please look forward to the launch of our integrated storage and charging solution. So if you have any questions, please leave your comments. Or you could message us through the info ranonpower.com. We will also publish our latest information and events information, so as the technical optimization and also the industry and Renan's news on our official websites. You could also find out the support advisor through the support@ranonpower.com. Also, notice that for more information, please follow our official website www.ranonpower.com and the LinkedIn official account for the latest news, for the latest post, and also the latest product launch events. Likewise, you can also find us on other social media, no matter it is Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. So we are gonna coming to the end of today's webinar. Okay, before we end up the live stream, the last time we mentioned about the www.ranonpower.com, on the head of the website, you can see the smart solution. And we have put our stand and smart pile into this page. And you can find out that Raymond Power has also kept up with the times and developed intelligent solar storage and charging integrated energy storage solutions (ESS) in the context of the global promotion of the new EVs. So by constructing a clean ecological chain of solar energy utilization, storage, and reuse, the system stand and smart pile can fully utilize the plentiful local lighting conditions and turn into the perfect service solution for the new energy vehicles. And let's make the green power within reach and reach to a clearer and clean and more beautiful future. So see you next time. This is Random Power speaking. See you.